Welcome to another crafty video. Today's one is starting a little bit differently with some little tiny creature on my desk. This is Pumpkin. She's my gorgeous little Jack Russell / Chihuahua breed, and she's got something to admit to you. She was distracting me whilst I was filming this video, and I totally forgot to press record for most of the construction of the card, like sticking all of the bits together. So at the end of this sped up video, it might sort of skip from me starting to put it together, and then all of a sudden I'm showing you an up close of it already put together because this little girl was distracting me. So I thought I would have her in the beginning of the video so that you can see her. She's in her little Mickey Mouse hoodie today to keep her warm because she likes to sit on the windowsill all the time, but I just thought I would put her right at the beginning of the video just to say sorry that there is some footage missing from this video, but I was creating another card with the gorgeous Reversible Court from Spellbinders, but I was combining it with all of the gorgeous Egyptian things that I have in my stash because I thought it would be really cool to try and make a Cleopatra. And I really enjoyed playing with this, which is why I'm so gutted that I didn't end up recording that last bit of it. So I don't think you've got any of the bit where I'm sticking it all together, cutting some extra flowers, stamping the sentiment and doing the little translation bit. I think that bit's all missing. But at the beginning of this video, I thought I'd just run through the products that I had used to make this card, because I'm not sure if I can link to any of the places that I'm affiliated with for any of the Egyptian treasures collection from Dawn Bibby. I might be able to link to some of the Stamperia stuff, but I don't think I can link to any of the Dawn Bibby stuff. So I thought I'd just run through and tell you the names of them, so if you want to go and search for them, you can have a look. But that is the card that I am creating in this video, even though some of it is missing. And then, you're going to sit down? Sit. No, you're just showing everybody your Mickey Mouse hoodie, are you? So what I've been using is this stamp set from the Stamperia collection, which is called, I think it's just called Fortune, the actual collection, but it's this stunning overall hieroglyphic background. I really love this. I bought it to do some art journaling with, but obviously I haven't got around to doing yet. But I used that to stamp some detail onto the Sphinx and the pyramids that I had die cut. I also used this, no I didn't use that stamp set, but it's still in my pile. I used this stamp set from Dawn Bibby's collection. She's sniffing everything off to the side of me at the moment. I use this stamp set from Dawn Bibby's collection, which is called Majestic Motifs, and I use this beautiful like distressed papyrus kind of design to stamp onto Cleopatra's top, just to give it a little bit of extra detail. And I used Mermaid, Lagoon, Oxide, tried to do a bit of heat embossing with it, didn't really stick, and then I used Distress ink as well to kind of stamp a little bit more detail on, so it showed up a little bit more. Then I was also using, you can see where dies are missing from these sets to tell what I used. I did kind of use like one thing from all of the different die sets, but I had her whole Egyptian treasures collection as a birthday present from Mum and Dad. So I used the wing portion from the set called Sacred Anubis. Then I used the Great Pyramids from the set called Tutankhamun's Legacy. Then I used, I didn't actually use Anubis here. I did die cut him out though, and he looks fantastic, but I didn't end up incorporating him into the card in the end. But this set is called Scarab Beetle, if you like that Anubis. This set I used a few different bits and pieces, some of the flowers, the little ankh that she's holding, the Sphinx with the pyramids in the background as well, and the little cat too. And this one is called Majestic Sphinx. Do you have to lick me, little girl? Funny thing. And then the final stamp set, die set that I used one of the flowers from is called the Queen Nefertiti die. So those are all of the bits and pieces that I used to create this card, plus the Reversible Royal Court from Spellbinders for the crown, the hair, her head, and the sort of t-shirt, the decorative kind of collar piece, the arm, and the little sleeve of the arm, or the little cuff of the arm there. And to disguise the fact that I wasn't using the sleeves from the Reversible Royal Court die set, I used those flowers, so it kind of looks like she's holding a bunch of flowers, but it also disguises the fact that she has no shoulders or arms, which I thought is quite a good way of doing it. And then I did actually cut her hair shorter, so her hair ends here, and I cut this little slit into it just to make it look a little bit different. And I also changed her hairstyle, so instead of having the swooping fringe going from side to side, I used the fringe or top hair portion of the Jack's hair and cut it off, and then cut a little slit into it to make it into a full fringe, because Cleopatra is often depicted with a full fringe, so I wanted to do that. I did also use alcohol pens for her cheeks on this one as well. Previously I told you I'd used Distress inks, but I used R20 and then a bunch of clear colourless blender. I have a feeling that's in the bit of footage that's missing as well, but that's how I did her cheeks for this as well. So just another way of doing her cheeks, and you can see there the stamped detail onto the gorgeous pyramid and the Sphinx there. And I stamped them with, where did I put the ink pad, Pumpkin? I stamped them with the Sand Dune VersaFine Clair, which is very apt. And then the gold on here is the fantastic Wax Lyrical, and this is the Heart of Gold colour. I love this one. Really, really gorgeous, and goes really nicely with the satin gold mirror card that I had used elsewhere on the card as well. I also had this really old woodware stamp set. This was back when woodware wasn't part of Creative Expressions and it was just a standalone company by itself, so it's really, really old, this one. This stamp set is called Egyptian Treasures, and it was by Francoise. And I used the little hieroglyphic. I don't actually know if that says anything or what it says, but I put it down there, and then I did in my Dymo label a translation, love you. So I'm saying that's what that means. Obviously I don't think it does mean that, but I do have some Egyptian hieroglyph stamps and I can actually spell out sentiments, but I'll probably do that later down the line in something else. But I wanted to just do something funny on this card. So I hope you like the look of that card. I will pass you over to Past Me in sped up form to show you the rest of the video, and we apologise for there being a chunk of footage missing, but this little creature is very distracting sometimes, aren't you, Pumpkin? And yeah, I just totally forgot to press the record button, and obviously it was at a time when then she was settling, so it was probably like a 20-minute clip that I don't have. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it, even if you didn't quite see me constructing all of it together. So enjoy the rest of the video. We're going to say bye. Look up there, Pumpy. Say bye. Bye, Pumpy. Bye.